Yes, sir.
My name's Derek Happy. I am a membership lodge. When I drove over 100 miles to get here this morning just to hear what's going on in the community. I also like to echo the compliment on the webpage that Whitney Nichols or whoever that webmaster is does a very good job of at least trying to keep things posted out there that, you know, for people like me that don't live in the neighborhood, it's a good way to get information out. So I like to compliment that. I'm probably the most benign, indifferent person. I don't know any of you. I don't know the personalities involved here and stuff. But I got to tell you, and yeah, I live back here. The thing, I might have a solution for you if you want to buy a membership. Yeah, but you know, this is a very, very beautiful community. It's a very, very, very pristine lake. I fell in love with when I saw it. My wife fell in love with it when she saw it. I also bought that lot on the lake over there about a year and a half ago when everything was in turmoil. We were looking at selling the water and sewer. I think, Ray, you weren't even on board yet, or they were trying to negotiate with him. Everything was in turmoil. And everyone said, oh, buyer beware. I don't see a lot of movement or even hope for membership on it. I realized when I bought it, I didn't expect to build in 3 to 5 years. I understand that. But in the year 2020, or shortly thereafter, I might build a membership on it. I mean, I didn't buy it for investment. I like it. What is the plan? I understand you did the utility extension. You got to come down. Okay, back up and regroup. If you tell me from the board there's no other plan, well, I mean, that tells me I'm going to be paying membership too. So I live so far away, I can't really make adequate reasons to this kind of stuff. But is there any other plan, or is there any plan to establish another plan, or revote, or do anything for the membership? I don't know. I'm asking. I'm not taking sides here. I just want to find out. Is there any hope for it? In the year 2020, is there any hope?
Golly.
And this may be tied up in this lawsuit, and if it is, let me know.
It's not. It's not. It's unrelated. First, let me say that I am profoundly sympathetic with membership lot owners who bought land, assuming that they were going to be able to develop that land and find themselves stumped in how to make it happen. Part of what I committed to myself that I will try to do when I became part of this board and became an officer of the board is to try to do something about that. Last year we made the best shot we knew how. The best minds in this community contributed to that and in fact authored it. It was a subject of a collaboration between all the board members and some people that weren't on the board at the time. Right now I don't know how to do better than that. It was a good plan, it was a fair plan, and the cost was assumed by the people that would benefit from the plan, not by everybody else. So I think it was the right thing to do. Will there be a time when that plan can be brought back more successfully? Is there a time that perhaps the real estate market or the peace and tranquility in Lake Holiday will make that plan more acceptable? You know, I really hope so. There's no promises in what I just said. You know, it's a sorry situation, and I feel as bad about it as anybody, and I do wish I could do something about it, but right now, we're probably not going to in the near future. If you are a membership lot owner, you said you own the lake, I'm not sure where, but you might take a look at Rule 20.
I live in 6A, and
Tough.
yeah, I have a beautiful lot. It's a peninsula lot sitting out on the lake. It's a beautiful lot. And I had no knowledge of all this stuff. People said, oh, you should have acquired more. I really acquired a lot before I bought the thing. I just couldn't get any answers or straight into it. It all depends what you read and stuff, all those sorts of things. And again, I wasn't planning to build anything immediate. I like to retire. But
Okay, well, all I can say is to you and and to anybody else who listens to this video, if you own a membership lot, please take a look at Rule 20 with regard to your lot and see if you can benefit from it. And right now, that's the only thing I can offer to you. Until such time as the board sees its way clear to go after this again, because the climate is different, and the climate's got to be different. We've got to see why we could be more successful the second time around. And right now, I don't see it. However, I'm only one member of the board. Any member of the board can bring this up again and say, hey, let's go after this, and then the board debates it.
And the trigger is not this ongoing law. I'm assuming this lawsuit, sooner or later, one way that this will be resolved. That's not a trigger.
There are other folks out there at 6A and 6B, and I think 8A, that want us to try to do, make another effort. If you can give me your email address after this, I can put you in touch with some of these people, because it would really be good to, kind of get a critical mass together. And there are other people that feel just like you. They want to build.
Is there not the potential for the Miller and Smith, Lake Holiday LLC, to possibly be developing in that area some time in the future? It's close to where he's talking about.
Very good point, Tom, and I should have mentioned that before. I did allude to the fact that Miller and Smith own certain sections in their entirety. And Tom is talking about Section 9, I believe. Well, no, it could be any of these Miller and Smith sections.
Anywhere,
But
I can't picture where 6A is, and I can't picture where Lake Holiday LLC is.
let me use Section 9 as an example. It sits off behind 8A and 4A on the west side of the lake, completely undeveloped. At some point, Miller and Smith is going to decide to develop that area. And they will build roads, they will take sewer, they will take water through that area. In order to do that, you've got to, of course, hook up to the rest of the system. And where will that hookup occur? It'll occur with a pipe, sewer pipe, water pipe, mains, if you will, right through 4A and 8A, through areas that are currently membership lot areas that can't be developed right now. But watch the space. When that happens, Rule 20 will suddenly become very viable for a lot more people. It may become very viable for the association, which also owns 200 lots out there. I'm not saying what we will do, but everybody should relook at the situation once Miller and Smith develops Section 9. Same situation exists for 11 and 12, but to a lesser extent and farther in the future. Does that answer your question? Who is? Tom, did that answer your question?
Yes.